program. Kunle Ariyo is my name. Conditional cash transfers in Nigeria have shown promise of improving socioeconomic outcomes, such as reducing poverty, improving health, and increasing access to education. It is equally aimed at cushioning the economic shocks of the beneficiaries, who are mostly the poor and vulnerable Nigerian households. In addition to reducing poverty, the program is expected to improve household finances and promote savings. No fewer than 77,000 people are going to be beneficiaries of this program in Ondo State. And that's going to be our talking point today. My case is already here. We'll take a break now. When we'll come back with the grand running, please to stay with us. Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at conditional cash transfer and the impact on the economy. And I have with me to do justice on it, I have Barrister Felix Alongen, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Social Investment. It's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, on Saturday we see a lot of people converged on Akure South Local Government Secretariat, actually to access fund. What exactly would you say is this, and when would you say these people registered for this conditional cash transfer?
Thank you for having me. The issue of conditional cash transfer is one of our programs. It's a federal government program in which all the state governments also pay into it. And it is one of the social investment programs. And you know, the essence of a social investment program is to find a way of alleviating the poverty of Nigerians, particularly the unemployed youths, the poor, the widow, the physically challenged persons in Nigeria. And this social investment program took off during Buhari regime. And thank God, with the continuity of APC in government at the federal level, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu keyed into the program. And as far as the social investment program is concerned, we have about 5 of the programs. That we have the Empire program, we have the Homegrown School Feeding program, we have the conditional cash transfer, we have the JIP, and we have a labor intensive program. And all these programs cover one segment of the demographic population of Nigerians, so that if you are not benefiting this area, you benefit in this particular area. And just to find a way of pushing the effect of economic hardship, maybe as a result of the COVID-19, and also as a result of the removal of a subsidy, and the general economic problems across the whole world, in which the state is not an exception of it. And thank God, the issue of the conditional cash transfer has been on board for at least for no less than 5 years ago. People have been benefiting. But this time around, to convince Nigerians, particularly the good people of Ondo State, that this program, a lot of people have been benefiting in the past. But this time around, let there be public awareness and sensation in the process of collecting this money, so that Nigerians will know.
But that was why they also arranged that people should come to a particular
place. Yes, people to come to a designated place. The one that we did Friday and Saturday, we done similar something like that in Mega Primary School 2 weeks ago, in which our governor, Honorable Local Representative, that were flagged off payments under the conditional cash transfer also, so that the youths of about 19,023 were paid under the conditional cash transfer. Okay. And at the same time, 5,565 elderly men and women also benefited, and they collected the amount. They received a lot at the spot, in the presence of Mr. Governor. And people were so happy, and it's across all the local government. We went to all the local governments to make sure that the beneficiaries, they collected their money. It was left on direct. But the one under the conditional cash transfer now is known as Renew Hope Cash Transfer.
Okay. The New Hope is the difference between this one
and that one.
Okay.
This one is specifically under the New Hope agenda of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our president. Okay. You know, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu came on board, he had to design the various sectors of Nigerian society. And as far as the issue of alleviating the poverty of Nigerians, because it's promised that this government is going to have a human face, and he believes that taking care of the body, soul, and spirit is very, very important. And I say we are also having their own reasonable means of livelihood, and that is why now created this one as Renew Hope Cash Transfer, and to remove the issue of political influence from it. How do we get the beneficiaries? Bola Ahmed Tinubu government decides to say, okay, we have gotten what is known as a National Social Register, in which all the tax systems and the FCT have their people in the social register. And this, those who have their names in the social register are people that have been enumerated and enrolled from the various communities through town hall engagement. Those who have their names in this register are specifically selected by the various communities. We went to the units, we went to the ward, across the 303 communities in Ondo State. And we were able to come up with the social register. In Ondo State, we have 18 local governments. In Ondo State, we have 203 wards. In Ondo State, we were able to have interface with various communities of 2,565 communities. And as a result of that, the various households that we are going to enumerate, we have 230,263 households in Ondo State.
Okay.
From the various households, the individuals there, as of today, in the Ondo State component of the National Social Register, we have 753,639 individuals that are in the social register. And this one has no reference with the politics at all. Whether you are PDP, you are APC, you are with the other party, it has no political coloration at all.
But let's
so what I'm trying to say is that this register is the register of Ondo State residents who are already in the National Social Register. And at any time in which the federal government want to have any intervention as far as social investment program is concerned, they will just go to the social register, Ondo State component, and pick out. Sometimes they say, oh,
so how do you update this data? Because
there's a continual process of enrollment. Okay. We have another department in our office.
I ask you that because in case of death, how do you remove such person?
And that's why these people always they do interface, okay. So that those things will be removed from the register. And when money is being released to the state and payments to be made, like what is happening in Akure local government, and right now we are in Akure local government.
Let's take this because Osrc was also on ground to also cover the first day of payment. Yes. So let's look at the reports, and when we come back, we will also analyze issues from this report. Please stay back.
Gathered at the Akure South Local Government Secretariat are residents in the council area who have been selected as beneficiaries of the Renewed Hope Cash Transfer Initiative of the federal government. The event, organized by the Ondo State Office of Public and Intergovernmental Relations, is the official flag-off of the cash transfer payment to the 77,000 beneficiaries in Ondo State. Senior Special Assistant to the Ondo State Governor on Social Investment, Felix Alonge, said the cash transfer is to ensure the welfare of Nigerians is given utmost priority.
I, as a person, appreciate the effort of Mr. Governor of Ondo State, Honorable Lucky Odimisa Ayedatiwa, in ensuring that he has provided an enabling environment to make sure that necessary funds are accessed from the federal government for the benefit of the good people of Ondo State.
Alongside the Senior Special Assistant on Youth and Job Creation noted that Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa is resolute in synergizing with the federal government to improve the people's fortune.
Those people that are here, the way the names are generated is committee-based targeting. And these names are manned from Ondo State Social Register, from the National Social Register. We have our own components in the National Social Register. And these names are manned without political influence, without political coloration.
For their cooperation. Sherry ètò tá gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó ti wà tẹ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ torí pé gbogbo ẹ̀ rí bó ṣe rí bọ̀ nísìnyí gbogbo ẹ̀ ti jáde.
Transition Committee Chairman, Akure South Local Government, Benga Fashua, lauded the intervention and its potential to boost the economy.
The federal government, the state government for making this possible for us to be part of the beneficiary of this laudable initiative. For us, is a long-expected opportunity that we've been waiting for. And of course, bringing it to reality today, a lot have said maybe it's not real, but today it has come to bear that it has been seen.
After the flag off, the over 2,000 beneficiaries from Akure South Local Government across the various wards proceeded to designated point to activate the payment transfers. With testimonies of thanks, the recipients appreciated government for the intervention.
I thought it was lying, they were lying to us, but today, this is the card. So it was successful and they credited my account.
Inú mi dùn gan-an torí àìmọye ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn program táwọn kan ti ṣe ṣáájú tó yẹ pé at the end of the day F9 parallel la máa ń bá pàdé ìjákulẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn olórí wa láti òkè títí dé ọ̀dọ̀ gómìnà wa ọlọ́lá jùlọ orí mi sàn Lucky Aiyedatiwa.
419 mo pé mi sure because machines until tí mo débi báyìí mo ṣe mọ nǹkan tí a ti ṣe.
Ẹ ṣé o ẹ̀yin Aiyedatiwa tẹ́ ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ o ọwọ́ yín á máa ròkè o ẹ ṣàṣeyọrí lórúkọ Jésù.
The disbursement of 25,000 naira cash 3 times to each beneficiary is expected to be across the 18 local government areas of the state. Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
Thank you, Said, for that report. And I still here with me in the studio, I still have Barrister Felix Alonge, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Social Investment, taking a look at the Commissioner Cash Transfer Program of government. In that report, some people actually said they didn't even know that
it's going to be a reality.
But I also got reports from that place that some people did not even know what they registered or registered for the program. When exactly would you say that people actually registered for this program?
In 2016, when Buhari came on board, I told you that social investment program was initiated. And as a way of ensuring that we have credible data, the government directed that we should have community-based targeting enumeration. And those that who serve as enumerators were workers in the various local government, not political persons, not party members. So that, because government at that particular time, and not today, actually want to do something in a transparent way, that all of us are Nigerians, regardless of a party affiliation, and they were engaged. And the names were compiled, and there's a register, and that register be christened as National Social Register. And every state with FCT had some component of it. And if, when anything of social intervention or social initiative is coming for the purpose of helping the vulnerable, the poor, or whichever the democratic platform they want to use, they will just go to the National Social Register without consultation with anybody. Like the one being used and christened as the New Hope Cash Transfer now. Mr. President just directed the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs So I'm taking care of social number population of the vulnerable. And as said by the Minister of Finance and the coordinating Minister for Economy, he said, under the OSRC program, Renew Hope, 25 million Nigerians will be benefiting. And that is why we are not commencing the money. And this money is already in the various banks in Ondo State. But we are not paying directly in our office because the cash is not with us. But the cash is already with the various banks. So we have a special payment service provider.
So what is now your role in this program?
Our own role is to ensure that the good people of Ondo State are able to access their funds, making sure that the enabling environment is provided, because every state is supposed to have its own office. And that is why Mr. Governor has set up an office for us, even right from the last administration. But thank God, with Aida Tiwa, the office is already devolved with better facility and credible officers, both political and technocrats, for us to make sure that, we in Ondo State will get a fair share of our money, and this money is properly disbursed to our people. And at the same time, we must train them and educate them to ensure that they use this money for the purpose for which this money is being disbursed. It's just to enhance the small businesses that these people are doing, because these are vulnerable people who are below the socio-economic ladder. Like somebody that's roasting yam or selling tomato, selling vegetable, do organizing or do any other menial jobs. This sort of funds we're able to support. We have been doing it in the past.
Do you think the money is also enough to support their businesses?
Let me say, the local woman in the village selling kola nut, selling guguru and epa, roasting yam. If he's able to even get 10,000 or 20,000,
so how much would you say the beneficiaries actually got from this program?
Under the Renew Hope agenda cash transfer, apart from the previous ones that have been done, but this one, they are going to be paid 75,000 in 3 installments. Okay. 25,000, 25,000, 25,000. But currently now, 2 installments have been paid together, totaling 50,000. And those who have their names in this first batch, this is just the first batch being paid across Ondo State. The financial service provider that is making the payments is giving a total number of about 30,000 plus across the 18 local governments in Ondo State. But as at today, it's going to pay the first something about 6,000. But later we still come and pay. Another service payment provider has still coming to Ondo State. But for the first batch to be paid out of the 77,000 naira, 77,000 people now, about 12,000 plus will be paid in, as far as the first batch is concerned.
And people from Akure South actually have their days on Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
So when will other local governments also have their days?
Like now, right now we are in Akure North local government secretariat today. Yes, we have gotten our timetable that have been spread, and we have informed them ahead. Yes, that is to make sure that these people get their money, and that is why, even the election is coming up on a Saturday. Just to let the good people of Ondo State know that this is a magnanimous government from the federal government of Ondo State and across the 30 states of Nigeria, so that even after election, the local government that we have not covered will also cover, because there's no way we can cover all the 18 local governments between now and Friday or Saturday, just to make sure that this government is a government with human face. And we thank God that Mr. Governor has provided an enabling environment to make sure that, and he worked so hard so that we're able to access our own funds, so that it will not be unduly delayed.
Credit card was also issued at the event on Friday, Saturday in Akure.
Yes.
What would you say is the purpose of this credit card?
So the purpose of before any beneficiary collects this credit card, there's a process. What to do first of all, they will go to the computer. The financial service provider will check the name of that particular person. The person will submit his BVN and they will check the BVN whether it tallies with the name of that particular person, so that another person will not collect the name that belongs to another person.
Okay.
Because like I'm not a scholar only, I'm not the only person behind the name. But with other details, the system will confirm whether it is my own, and your picture will come out, so that there will not be misplacement of payments of the fund. When that one will be verified, the person will sign, and the system will generate this credit card will now be decoded, and the person will be given and his own PIN. And after collecting this card, you will now go to money points for the purpose of using the POS, either to transfer your money or you collect cash.
Okay.
And this is an example of the credit card now. And this credit card is still usable for the third installment, and for other social investment program in future, under the conditional cash transfer. So that you don't pay back. It's just a financial assistance to the beneficiaries.
Okay. Aside social investment programs,
yes,
can we also use the credit card for other transaction purposes?
That's what they told us, but we still want to confirm that. But that's what they told us, and that they have told us for us to keep. And apart from like LIPW, community service by our youth, they also have their own credit card. The youth that are doing community service across the 18 local governments in Ondo State. And I told you that we have about 19,023 youths that are under the program in Ondo State.
Are they working currently?
They are working, and they are supposed to do community service, work in public premises, clearing of drainages, going to school environment, clearing all those places, going to health facilities that belong to government, do all those little work for 3 to 4 hours a day, and they will be paid at the end of the month. And the money, their payments will go directly to their bank account. That's what I told you that Mr. Governor flagged it off 2 weeks ago, in which 1.4 billion was disbursed to the youth and the elderly under the conditional cash transfer. And this one now, about this 81,713 that is going to benefit under the renewable agenda. The money is over 4 billion. You can see
coming to Ondo State.
I mean, almost 5.something billion within a period of 5 months, so that we should go to our able governor of Ondo State.
People have also talked about the timing of this payment.
This timing of this
is it not about vote buying?
It's not. It has nothing to do with vote buying, because it's going across 36 states. Are we doing an election in Osun State? It's a PDP state. There's no election there. Oyo State is
are they paying
they are being paid now.
They are paying there as we speak.
They are primarily collecting their money also. It's a PDP state. Oyo State is a PDP state. Across the 36 and now FCT, they are collecting this money at this material time. So that it's just, this is our own portion of the national cake. And if you have not even, if you don't pay it a time monthly, maybe my office is holding on to the money because of one interest or that. That's not any special interest. The only interest is that the welfare of the good people of Ondo State. And Mr. Governor is so passionate about the welfare of the good people of Ondo State. And that is why, as far as Ondo State is concerned, they should have confidence and hope on our governor that under his watch, that Ondo State is going to be an Eldorado in terms of their welfare and their security. Because, this is a huge chunk of money, over 4 billion, under the conditional account transfer. You multiply it, it's a simple mathematics.
But
and when the other top payment will come, when we now multiply.
So when should we expect the third payment?
It will not take a long time before it comes, because for us now, the first batch of 12,000 will be collected, and we are going to move around the 18 local government. The logistics. It's not as easy as that. We have to transfer the length and breadth of Ondo State, like what we did for the LIPW, the community service by the youth. Myself, with my other SSA, Ambassador Baye Chemore, we are moving on. Right now is in Akure local government. It's a youth, so that it should show the youth in Ondo State that under his watch, under his administration, that the youth will have a good opportunity. We are going to enjoy maximally under this administration.
We do not have enough time. Let's take a look at what's going to happen the next batch. When should we expect the next batch? When you're talking about the first batch of 13,000 people, so when should the next people in that line also get this money?
Yeah, thank you. The next batch will depend on our performance as for the payment of this money. Okay. So that we are struggling that at least we won't have no less than 90% performance of disbursement.
Can the money be disbursed without this convergence of people in this location that you also mentioned?
Let me tell you, there's, even most of these people, they don't even know that they are beneficiaries of this program, of this money from the National Social Register. They don't know that they are beneficiaries. Without them being converted at a specific point, there is no way they can be able to access the money. It's okay if you are taking 50,000 naira. If you still take a card of 1,000 or 2,000 to collect 50,000 naira, I think this is not a good business. It's the money you are not even expecting at this material time. So that if anybody is complaining or any member of other parties are complaining, they need to even appreciate our president and appreciate the President Ahmed Tinubu. And that is why we are telling good people of Ondo State. We have APC at national level doing very well. And at the same time, we have APC to continue as far as Ondo State.
In the next 1 week, we should also expect that the program will have also covered the entire state.
Yeah, we have covered the entire state, so that people should not think that it is because of election. Our governor is just a child of a destiny. That good things always happen at its own time. So that
in the last 25 minutes or thereabout, I've been speaking with Barrister Felix Anonge, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Social Investment, and together we're taking a look at conditional cash transfer program being that is going on here in Ondo State. I want to thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on the show today.
Thank you for having me, and sincerely appreciate Osrc for doing a good job for Ondo State government.
Thank you so much for that. That's how it's going to be on the show today. Join us on Wednesday for another one. Kunle Ariyo is my name. Good morning.